How long is that event gonna be on there for? Yeah, that's not too hard. So I'm gonna create a room on ranked because when you let other people pick maps, it's either Glacier or the fuck one, that one. I'm checking the stream on my phone, just making sure it's going through. Yeah, Frieza Among Us. That's a great title. It's probably gonna be a YouTube video. Um, I'm probably gonna make it like what I'm planning to make the video called is like put a picture of Frieza and like the strongest in the universe. It's universe 2. Did you read the new chapter or did you like just look at spoilers? When they people are saying when it comes to like anime dub, they're gonna call him Dark Frieza. But people said that for Goku Black, but he ended up being Goku Black in the anime. That they were gonna call him like Blue Goku or Dark Goku. I mean, people are saying that like this form is bad because like it's just a reskin, which fair enough. Here's how I look at it. Dragon Ball is very simplistic. If you make it like too complex of a design, it's not Dragon Ball really anymore. Dragon Ball is all about being simple and stuff. Like, you don't need to like think about the plot too much. Like everything you see is like what's there, you know? It's not like One Piece. So I think I fought this guy. I did like 2 fights before I started the stream. It'll probably be in the video. Oh, my thing is the real Zeref now. This guy's got a female Mulligan, but it's not a 3-bar, so it should be fine. Oh, yeah, I went to the movie again yesterday. It's one of those things that you need to see in theater, just for the sound effects, I feel like. Oh yeah, this guy's just soaring fist spamming. Oh, that's just sad. That's just tragic. I lost my first match because I had full stamina and I didn't use it. Alright, maybe he's not the strongest universe after all. It's just a prank. So I want to use my like Black Frieza CC. The problem is this is without limitations and I'm level 2. I think if I put on body change, I can do something. I think it's funnier that way, though. That's definitely content. So this loading, like the rooms, can either take 5 minutes or 5 years to find somebody, and then you gotta wait like a minute to see if they have a red bar or not. And you know what's funny? They took out the kick player option because you can't have boosting. I'm gonna show you something real quick, actually. I'm gonna show you how stupid that is. All right. I just wish the loading screen would hurry up. So you know how the thing in Xenoverse 2, like let's say we're both on multiplayer, like in this lobby, but we're not in the same room, you know? Let's say I go here and make it. I'm not gonna make it, but like I go to the list. I add you to it. You're in my lobby. I look at, if I challenge this guy, it gives me that rank. So you can have an alt. So you can have a friend just sit here and let you grind off rank off of them. So taking out kick player option, so we have to play with modders and red bars, definitely fix the problem. I agree. And while I'm on this subject, I love how my only complaint about the custom keys did not get addressed. So when they first came out, they were fine, right? but the only issue I had was how to obtain them. The system in the game for like how drops work. Oh, I'm but a fool. I didn't make a room. It's fine though. I'm bad at playing and talking, so I'll try to.
Let my revenge begin. Now you will
Is it like a glitch?
power.
Oh, that's funny. I hope that never gets patched. I'm pretty sure they said that the final update's gonna be rollback. Which is, you know what's confusing for me? Which is, Superhero just came out and they announced no more DLC. And there was that, like, interview that said that he wants to be more, like, he wants to get in people's faces about games. It's definitely gonna be fighters too, and the first thing is gonna be in the superhero. But also, because remember for Broly, like, they didn't care about Broly content right away. They waited years. Alright, I haven't used Frieza, but this is still pretty bad content. I'm gonna show the fights, because I don't care about showing my L's, like, most of my Xenoverse videos is me taking L's anyway. It's like, I'm just playing to be funny and for content. Like, honestly, I try to showcase all the ultimates and the characters and shit. Cause like, I'm not trying to like, and I don't sweat on this game anymore. Like, I haven't played this game seriously in years. So like when so my videos end up becoming like 30 minutes long because I'm trying to showcase one ultimate. So I just use it YOLO and I get my guard broken and die. And I throw the whole match like that, even though I could have won if I wasn't recording, you know? Like, I'm just doing like Emperor's Death Beam right here. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick. Like, at this point in the game, who cares? He's still gonna beat me probably. Actually, no. I mean, he has limit burst, yeah. Yeah, I'm dead. Well. Wait, you there? Did the party crash? I don't know. I was gonna ask you this last night, but it was late on Discord. Would you be down for a stream? We both stream and we go back to Final Stand for like a day. That would be funny because I haven't seen, and I don't know what any of the new updates or anything looks like.
Now then, how should I cook this one?
If I'm being honest, speaking of accounts, I didn't give my accounts away. I just let people on them. I have no idea what they look like now. Like, I saw my ZFox gaming account like on a picture, and the name was changed. I'm pretty sure, and it looked like a bunny or something. Yeah. So I don't know what happened there, but I kind of don't want to know at the same time. I think I might leave it because it's funnier. I haven't used first one Frieza in a while. I'm pretty bad. I don't even know what moves I have on him, honestly. Alright, I don't know the stamina break, so I'm just gonna spam. Oh yeah. Maybe it's an android into an android again. Alright, how do I want to play this fight? If someone hybrid my account, I honestly have no idea what I had. I know I had an Android. I just don't know like what level or whatever it was. If I'm being honest, I was talking to like Nova and Fear about this like a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember what's good and what's bad stats or what's considered hybrid anymore. No, I just don't remember like I have a vague memory of like stats and FS. I have a vague memory of like who was even there. Like for all I know, the only people in Final Center was you, me, Fear, Nova, and Plebeo. I think it'll be funny though to do like a revisit. Cause I hear like he handed off the game or whatever to a new developer. I think I don't want to say this like oh, I hate Bulma so much I can't speak. Nobody plays the Hero Coliseum, but thank God I know it's there.
You've got all kinds of hero figures at your disposal, and you can use and
Alright. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I don't know if I'll like main FS again if this happens, but I would like to see Ultra Ego and Black Frieza. Like, I'd probably hop on, grind for the forms, and then like never play again.
As a special favor to you.
I think if I were to come back to FS, I would start a brand new account. Just to have that experience again, you know, because like if you like stop playing for like 3 years or whatever, you don't have the same experience if you just get an account, like an old account. It's because it doesn't feel right, you know. And it's also we haven't played in so long. It's like grinding up from scratch is gonna be pretty fun again because it's still fresh, you know. And I think they changed some stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of like spawn camping and stuff if we go in low levels. Oh, that's true. I forgot. Until we're like anemic or something, then we're fucked. I wonder like what got changed, like if they increase XP or whatever. I hope there's like, honestly, oh, out of Black Frieza and UI, I want to see like Black Frieza more, because I remember like I loved Frieza Race, I just couldn't use Golden because of my bad eyesight. Like, that's honestly why. Like I have, like, I don't know if a lot of people. I have bad eyes. Like I need glasses. I just never wear them. So like I legit couldn't see in Golden. So like if there was like a Black Frieza form where like didn't have that big of an aura, I could use that, and it would be higher like stats and whatnot. I would, if I was in my prime, that would be great. I haven't been in like I don't think my prime was like. I can't even say when my prime was anymore because I just generally don't know. I'm not gonna make up a time. Oh. Yeah, this guy's dead. I forgot about JR, honestly. I remember he was the second hybrid. Or the third. Him and Tazuni and Tinker were like the first three. I remember I don't want to say specific. I remember the things I remember is like kind of weird. I just remember a lot though. I know Scooter quit around the time Blue Evolution came out, I think. He's someone I haven't like talked to or like I don't want to say this while I'm recording, but what I'm about to say is like I haven't like talked to him or remembered him in like a few years. I'm not saying that to like be rude. I don't remember a lot of people, you know. Do you know what he's doing? Like what's he up to? Does he still play Jump Force? Oh wait, the rank servers crash on that, but like regular matches is fine. I wanted to go back to Shinobi Striker, but like every time I go on it, it just crashes. And I want to play Storm 4. The thing is with Storm 4 is not only does it crashes, it's very hard to record the way I record, because I record with Xbox clips, and that game likes to make a clip on top of my, like, Ninja Storm 4, it records your match for you, which is annoying. So I get confused and accidentally delete the wrong one. So I went to my settings and like the other day, like, alright, nobody's right in my room. So I might do it because now that I'm using Twitch now to like record videos, I could probably just do this. Well, then that game crashes, and on Xbox Twitch, I learned this from Shinobi Strikers. If it like crashes, you go to home screen, then reopen the game without ending stream or whatever. Like it will show like on your phone whenever the stream's fine. But when I try to make it like into a VOD, that whole second like half, like once you go back into the game, it just crashes. So I have to reboot the stream each time it crashes. I hope Storm 5 has like all Boruto characters from launch, because I haven't bought any DLC.
Let me show you true terror.
Trying to think of what character I want. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. This people pick these kind of maps when you let them make rooms. So let's look at vote fighting pose K or anything else. Yeah, he's behind the rock. No, actually, ice field can be annoying. I can counter that well though. Probably not with Frieza, but oh, that's sad. I don't. Yeah, like my controller is weird sometimes. I stamina break randomly. Ugh. He's cruising his stamina right now. Yeah, what are you doing? Oh my god. Oh, what happened to FS2? Is that gonna be like Among Us 2? That's gonna be like the greatest thing ever? I hear that name before because like it's like my gamer tag. So people think I'm like I'm pretty sure I told you guys this, but people thought I was Kai before I even know who he was. Like back before like online generations, like before I even knew what that was or like who Kai was, I get message on this account if I'm TCS Kai, and I say yeah, but then they tell me like this other guy, like I don't even know who that is. People stealing my name now? That's crazy. And not to bring this up, I thought it funny how he called me a random that he stole my name. Or I am just not at all focused right here. I don't even know if Kai, like, Kai probably doesn't watch my channel after that Xenoverse video I made on him. That was a funny video though. Alright, this guy uses limit burst already, I'm pretty sure, so.
You're no match for me.
GR King Best. It's not, I don't want to say one of those weird names like DBZ King Zeke. Z Dog Kill You. I have like me and AJ and Zamas used to like play Xenoverse all the time, and I made videos. Zeke was in like 2 of them, I think, and each time he lagged out, his like computer did better than he did. I honestly don't remember like I don't remember like if there was beef or like what happened there.
You'll be blinded by my golden new form.
Actually, I do remember one. Oh, I'm sorry to pick. Remember, it was on Final Stand. He had like 7 or 8 people, I think, and I was trying to like do top of my Android or like Broly or something, and then I made a video because he was jumping me, and I exposed messages on Discord. I've been like saying fuck me and fuck you. He said fuck TCS Junior. Yeah, that's in my server, I'm pretty sure. I left it there. And he said fuck TCS, but in the Xbox matches, he said he's also in TCS. Oh, speaking, like, I really don't want to talk about TCS while I'm recording, but like when I first joined back like a couple of years ago, like when TCS Blue Jason invited me, I never agreed to be a part of the clan again. He only invited me there because he knew I was funny. Because I literally was only there because I was bored. I never agreed to join back, but people still gave me like TCS roles and shit. Like that's crazy. And yet, and people say people don't remember me. oh, I'm a fool. No, this guy's a fool. That's a funny move. I did like a few fighters videos recently. I am so bad at the game, I just can't play it. I wanted to play Teen Gohan for like Gohan for the movie and shit, but I just don't know how to use them. Alright, what is Frieza's limit burst? I just kind of get lucky in that. Cause like to do like ultimates and supers, you have to like move your like joystick or whatever down and then sideways and then click the button. It like doesn't. When I do the inputs, it just doesn't come out 90% of the times. I'll see if Flimidos wants to join. I'll see. Nova and Fear might join. I mean, they still play FS to this day. They'll probably kick her ass. I thought he always had one. Actually, I haven't been in Roblox in so long. I'm starting to remember some like other games on there. Semi-aid. Yeah, there's people I haven't really talked to in a while. How's he doing?
Let me show you true terror.
Oh yeah, like him. Wasn't he one of the ones that like grinded a shit ton in heaven? Oh, I forgot. Like, 'cause I remember, I forgot who it was, but someone like was mad grinding levels. That sounds familiar. Wait, was Luna the one guy with the like the UI Kefla picture? I'm pretty sure I exposed him or something a long time ago. Yeah, in FS, it's either levels matter or they don't. Oh yeah, they need Piccolo's forms in FS now.
How could I lose?
I think if I were to hybrid something, it would probably be a Frieza. Like, I think a couple of weeks ago, I got bored on YouTube. I was just scrolling through my old playlists and I stumbled upon my FS videos. And my last video on FS was us sparring on like random accounts.
Let me show you true terror.
You really don't see a lot of Tiana in this game. Usually when you see male Earthling, they're usually not nice. I find it funny how you need to be pure-hearted to use Nimbus and Power Pull, but everyone who plays Earthling is not pure. They're the opposite of what that is. Tien's actually not that bad of a character in this game. I don't know why people don't use him really. Probably because he's not Blue Goku. I like to use the Earthlings and Fighters. I did a video the other day. Yeah, the thing with me and fighters is like, it's either moves come out or they don't. And that gets annoying when it's inconsistent. It's like sometimes like when I knock an opponent down, you'll see me in the video just standing there or like dashing when I'm clicking like an ultimate or something. So at that point, it just makes me want to turn off the game. It's like if it's not gonna do what I'm saying it to do, why would I play? Teddy? I haven't spoken to him in a while. I mean, what other games do like people really play in Roblox? Oh yeah. Did Online Generations go anywhere or did it die? Like, are a lot of people still playing it or are a lot of people like drop it? That goes in the category, once again, Z-Fox was wrong, yet he was right. I love how that... I really don't want to talk about that, so I'm live, what the Poco thing. But years before it happened, I told everyone what happened. Of course, Z-Fox, you're a bitch, you don't know what you're talking about. I leave the community. Years later, people message me, oh, did you know this about Poco? I just... That's like the biggest on the category of course I was wrong. Come find out years later I was right. Like, I'm not even mad about it. Like it happened years ago. Like I don't hold things over people like that anymore. But it just gets aggravating for like 5 minutes, and then I laugh about it later.
You'll be blinded by my golden new form. Now you will witness true power.
I have no idea. Isn't like that the glitch like where oh wait, wasn't that like the first beef like Fear and Scuda had? Because like the levels or whatever. I'm pretty sure, wasn't there like a few people called the survivors or whatever? I remember fighting a few in rank and they weren't that good.
This pathetic groveling? It suits you.
Prestiging hybrids? Oh yeah, that's bad, right? Wait, Senpashi Senpai? Was that the guy him and Tiny shared accounts?
None in the universe is my equal.
Out of context, I love that sentence. Oh yeah, not to get into like what happened with Theo as well. No, I mean like him in real life. Yeah, I don't even know what happened, and I don't even want to know. Like I already said this like when Nova was telling me about it first. I told him like not to tell me because it's just not my business and I don't want to get involved. Because usually how these things work is that in this community you just get involved with everything. I'm just trying to minimize that as much as possible. The Kamehameha is like such a great feature to Fortnite. Could have Naruto do it. It should have been the Rasen Shuriken. Or a Fireball Jutsu or something. It would have been funny though. I can't wait for the Among Us mode to come back. I wonder if I have enough key for a Supernova. No, probably not. There we go. That's my Supernova. I couldn't see if like regular golden. Yeah, there was one at that 250 form rather than like the 360 form. And that's the one thing I remember, like back in like before Future was out, an old FS player Capacity, me and him were talking about like Future forms, and I said for Frieza race perfect golden like a Frieza did in the TOP. And he told me no. A few weeks later, update came out. Told you so. I mean that's like I'm not like that's again like I'm not mad, like that's a funny thing that happened.
Let me show you.
Because on the internet people misunderstand things. Like when I talk about like in some of my videos, like my Dispo video, I purposely like type stuff. I was purposely being dramatic for content. Like I'm like I honestly don't care. And in the comments, people like didn't get snappy at me, but like you can kind of tell, you know. People were like, it was working, is what I'm trying to say. Like I honestly don't care if people voted for Dispo. I voted for AT and GT Vegeta. Wait, how long ago was Naruto added? Because like, if it was like, 'cause, like what I'm trying to think is how many months was it from Dragon Ball? So what to maybe think it's maybe every like couple months they'll do anime. I'm trying to think when the next anime thing's gonna come out, like Bleach, My Hero. Wait, that's when it came out of Naruto?
We all knew this was coming, I'm sure.
Yeah, that would be fire. You know what I can't wait for? The My Hero like Fortnite game, like the Ultra Rumble. Are you gonna get it? I would have preferred One's Justice 3, but I'll happily take this. Did you play One's Justice 2? Did you like it? Honestly, I've said this once before. I don't know how much I stand by it. It's definitely in my top 3 fighting games. I said it was my number 1. Honestly, I don't have too many problems with it. Like, with DLC wise, like, they make it fine. I only bought like Hawks, Midnight, and Shinso though. I didn't really care about the others. Well, I did care about like Tetsu and stuff, but I just don't want to spend money for that.
You'll be blinded by my golden new
Um,
form.
I think the first thing that came to mind was like Air Force. I think for characters though, Deku, All Might, Bakugo, and Shoto Todoroki.
I will kill all that stand in my way.
Those are the Jump Force picks. I thought I said female, but yeah, villains and female. They have to do, I think. Yeah, because Dragon Ball did one. So I think for the next Dragon Ball thing, it's gonna be 18 Gohan, Piccolo, Frieza. I think for My Hero, like for the 8 characters, Deku, All Might, Bakugo, Shoto. Then the next 4 would be Ochako, Mirio, Togeda, Kirishima, and Aizawa or something, or Shigaraki, because it had like they have the main villain. I don't think they would do Overhaul because like that's kind of past. For Bleach, definitely Orihime and Rukia. You know what upset me very much about Jump Force? On launch, like the day before the game launched, like for the week early thing, they took out Byakuya and Kenpachi or something like that. That's gonna be Jump Force 2 though. It's gonna have Demon Slayer as well. I think if I do come back to FS, it'd be funny to like look at all of my accounts and then have that moment of realization that I should just make a fresh one. I'm gonna come back to a Bunny San, a Furry Namekian. I don't even know. That's part of the experience though. It's kind of what I want to stream it, just so people can get my reaction to what people have done to my accounts. I think it's gonna be called like coming back to this game after a few years, seeing what my friends did to my accounts, and I'll have a picture of like a Furry Namekian or whatever. It's probably dead in the water.
As a special favor to you,
I think it'd be really funny if someone is like, is like the Dragon Ball still in Final Stand? Oh yeah, he took that out. He took out Dragon Balls in a Dragon Ball game. That's how you know that the community is fucked. If a Dragon Ball game takes out Dragon Balls, you know that the community did something wrong. I was gonna mention this earlier, but I forgot about it until now. What if the entire FS community just came to Xenoverse? Yeah, a long time ago, like when I fought Scooter and them on here, like an endless lobby. It was before I started YouTube, so I didn't record it. But I used Goten the entire time, and I think it was like Scooter had like his whole group in here, and like I got like a 30 or something in endless with just Goten. The Namekian's going sicko mode with like the burns and shit. Oh, now he's out of the evasive though, so. Oh, I forgot the stamina break. I'm but a fool. Oh, I have another chance. Oh, that's just cool. Oh, that's not good. Abandoned ship. And I love how we picked the smallest stage too. Oh yeah, like how they nerf like double launcher and stuff. I don't know if you saw that last match, the versus the Namekian. I think if they did that for Final Stand, it would be funny. Wait, did Sacral ever say if he was gonna add like giant forms? I think Max would be great, like boss somewhere. I'm kind of bored using Frieza. Who should I use?
There isn't going to be anything left of you when I'm done.
Oh, I forgot about Melly. I remember this one experience I had when Theo was on Melly's account, and like I went all the way to like the end of the map, and in 1 second he caught up from spawn. I remember I scared like AJ and stuff when we were like playing games on the FS, and I said I'm gonna invite Melly. And every time they just keep spamming like the scatter and stuff. It was just funny. I mean, isn't it like completely new gen though? Like aside from like 10 people. I'm scared to see what the boards look like now. Or like not even that. Like how many new Discord servers are made of like the best players ever, but like all for these new gens that don't know who we are. I mean, that's to be expected. I mean, you have too high of expectations then. Oh my god, I hate that counter so much. What's up with like TCS now? Is that like, did people leave it or what?
Freak.
I mean, he would have to cut out like 90% of the people in there. And I really don't want to talk about this while recording. I keep saying that, but I always said this. TCS was never once a family clan. People sucked, like Theo and Fear used to throw that term around, like announcements or whatever. But it just wasn't. You can call it whatever you want. It doesn't change what it is. Is what I'm trying to say. Like the Brotherhood, the organization, nation. That, yeah. TCS was just, oh, you're trash, you're getting booted. Here's this, this, and this. Trash, trash, trash. Hybrid this, hybrid that. Let's ban him, let's mute him. Troll, 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 troll.
As a special favor to you,
We're still doing Overlords? I thought that died. I mean, it got retarded the moment
must die.
I gave Frieza Overlord to Teddy,
I will never.
and then I think someone made a hybrid and without fighting Teddy, like said they had it, and like the whole community agreed, and Teddy got pissed because he never had to fight for it. And Teddy and me, and it was funny. I came back for that one day because I left for a couple months, and because I gave Teddy the Overlord, and I don't know who it was, but they had a. I was rusty as shit, and I still beat him. And he was supposed to be the new Overlord that didn't fight Teddy, who's better than me. I have no idea if I'm being honest. I don't remember that many names. But I just remember the story. And then that's when like Scuda and them jumped me. Because I came back 8 months rusty and kicked their ass on their hybrids. And that's what I literally quit again that night. I came back after 8 months and quit the same night. It was like, if I come back with a peer and be the self-proclaimed Overlord, Rusty, with a hype when he has a hybrid, and I just get jumped, why would I play the game? You know? Like, and then Tommy, not Ryan, but like Tommy, the old one. I still stand by what I said, that I don't hate him for what he did anymore. I said that a while ago, but I really don't. Like, he stole my account, deleted it. It's whatever, honestly.
I'll make sure you
You live and you learn, kind of thing. I don't know what happened to him either, but that's one of those things as well. I don't know if it was Tommy, but there was someone. I really don't want to name people. I'll probably text it to you later. Like I see in like the true colors of people. I either keep it a secret for some of them, or I tell people that I get hated for that. Months later, people find out, oh, I was right. This person was fake, or clout chasing.
as a special favor to you.
I can now that I'm remembering it, I can think of at least 5 people. I'll probably text it to you later. You know, it's just one of those things, man. That's like that drew me away from the FS community. It was like there was a lot of like straws that broke the back, camel's back, but that was definitely one of them. But, like the whole list of like, I was wrong yet I was right. Because of course, I know nothing. Ta-da, ta-da, months later. Oh, you were right. And when that happens for, like, a long period of time, and, like, no one, like, believing you, and then suddenly they do. It's like, why am I even here? No one really cares, you know? And the thing that really drew me away was that the whole big incident with, I don't want to say his name on here, but I don't hate him either anymore for what he did. I don't even hate Glacier. If you want me to be honest, I can prove I don't hate Glacier. So, I have clips. And when I say clips, I mean I have at 3 counts with probably 20 or more clips each of me like greening, perfecting Glacier. I haven't uploaded at all, and they've been there for years. If I hated Glacier, I would have stacked videos. I will admit at times, Glacier was alright. I think he just had like a bit of an anger thing.
As a special favor to you.
Oh wait, we're talking about the time with TCS Blue booted off this TCS Lewis guy?
Help you kill time? Well, I suppose I could.
I don't think I was there, but that sounds because Xenon gets like really like he used to get like really mad about a lot. Like I remember me and Teddy were literally carrying. He asked for people to carry him in top. We were doing it, then he got mad at how we were doing it. Because like in top, you have to like everyone to die, besides people carrying, so like it's easier or whatever. And he said, "Oh, I don't want to play if I can't play." Like, you asked us to grind top. I will say though, FS community has like I've never laughed as much as I did in like some of those parties. I probably the second or third or even the first like best moment I've had like laughing was that party. It was I remember the full party. It was Madara, Blue, TG, Teddy, Glacier. I don't think you were there. But there's this guy named TCS Lewis who we met the day prior. So we met him the day prior, right? He didn't even know what the clan stood for. He didn't know who the leader was. His name was TCS Lewis.
As a special favor.
We found him in like fighting Gohan Blanco, whatever, wherever that is. And then we just joined the party, all of us. It was like an hour or two conversation or like beef and whatever. I don't even remember. Then the next day, I'm just grinding one of my ults. I forgot which one, and I get invited to a party, and people are saying that Lewis got booted on the gay from yesterday. Then everyone's just laughing, and then the guy joins back, but it's not him. Because I'll text it to you later what I mean by that. Like, it was his account, but it was someone else on the mic. That was, like, that whole thing was, like, I was in the floor dying. That was hilarious. I hate fighting UI. Who? Yeah.
How
Oh man, remember Nub? I legit haven't been at TCS for months. I joined back, and people are saying that that's like a girl, right? And I knew right away that it wasn't. So you should be telling people for months. Didn't. I joined back for 5 seconds. Oh my, bruh. That was probably the second or third most I've left.
Let me show you the power beyond that of a Super Saiyan God.
I mean, if you say what you got, if you're true with other people, if they get mad at you being true, that's their problem.
Won't go easy on you.
Like, people just can't accept. Like, some people just don't wanna mess with like the whole Kai situation. Like, you didn't want to be friends with Kai, he should have accepted that. I even took time out of my day to explain like a whole concept to him. Like, I don't like, he was never my friend. I never considered my friend. But if someone's asking me for help, and if I had the time, I might as well do it. You know. I could have ignored him and just said figure it out on your own. And then what's he do? The exact opposite of what I told him to do. I think I was at like a class or something, and it peeked at my phone for 1 second, and the whole TCS chat was flooded with him spamming you with shit. Like I get bored a lot, so like I scroll through like my old things, and I found that whole conversation like a few weeks ago, and one of the things he said was, Fear has his back. So I asked him, but then he said that I had no part of it. But then I said, did Fear have part of it? No. Fear wasn't even on for like months. Like, if it's not my problem, then how is it Fear's problem as well? Like, you weren't even on to defend yourself, and then when you were on, he was silent. Oh, he's weird. I mean, he's probably like, I don't know how I want to word this. Like how Dai was, like, want to be friends with everyone because he wants that image of like being that chill, friendly guy with everybody, but it's behind the scenes kind of thing. You know what I mean?
As a special favor.
Oh my god. Bro, when I was looking through that, I think it was Claire or someone who put the caption, "Are you another VC with another boy kitten?" or something. I mean, if Kai wanted to like come at us for whatever reason, all I have to do is invite him to his Universe game and make a new video. I mean, hell, I'm trash at fighters. I could probably beat him.
And by me.
Frieza! I will defeat you!
And I still had the conversation when he lied to me, like I did, like he texted me one day, trying to think what I want to say here. It was like a few days after the Xenoverse video, and he said, "Fuck out of here, trash, out of the party." He kicked me from the party. A few days later, he messages me to train him on Xenoverse because he wants to get good. And at the time, I didn't know why he got banned from TCS. So then you text me, and then I know why he got banned. So I played dumb and ask him why, to try to give him the chance to tell me the truth, and he just doesn't. Then he just like, it just confuses me, honestly. I mean, it was old, like, it doesn't matter anymore, but it still confuses me to this day. How I'm a random, yet he wanted to clout chase off of me, and wanted me to train him, and then didn't tell me the truth, and they got mad when I knew the truth, and then tried to deny it. And then, weeks later, he sends me like the whole apology thing, and that's when I decided to help him. Like, like if someone doesn't want to be your friend, move on and accept it, or ignore the person, you know. This is thank you for the advice. What's he do? The exact opposite. I tried my best. And it's like, I've learned this in life. Like like if someone wants my opinion, because I'm very opinionated, right? I'll give someone my opinion. They can take it or leave it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you have to believe what I believe, because I'm gonna go to bed at night knowing I did my best and I was told the truth. You know. And at the end of the day, you can only do your best in life. Not to be motivational speaker right now, but like that's literally it. Like, I'll pop in like chats here and there and give my unwanted opinions, of course. But if someone asks me, I'll tell them what I think, honestly. Was he a PC player? I think so. Oh yeah, I remember him. I remember like me and him having a little bit of beef in the start, but then we became cool. I haven't talked to him in like so long though. Oh wait, I think I remember Nitty. Yeah, I remember we were in like 3v3 or something, and I just kept killing Nitty. That was like before I started YouTube, so I don't think I have footage of that. But I do remember like the whole Nitty thing like a long time ago. Like I kept getting stories that Nitty was everyone's sister. And then Fear dated Nitty. Or something. I mean, you try once with Nitty, you try a second time with Nub. You know, there's gotta be a point where you realize that online isn't the best place to do that. Especially in the Dragon Ball Final Stand community. I mean, I don't know how Fear didn't realize about the Nub thing when in his fucking Discord bio had his Xbox account and shit, and I had old DMs of Nub in like one of my old servers that no one's in anymore. Like I type in his username, like I copy paste it into it. Like there's this search you can do in servers that goes to like years ago, you know, and it pops up, and it was this guy that Fear was talking to in that server like years ago before that happened. I was like, Fear, that's this. He didn't even make an alt. That's the same account. Oh my god, bro. I didn't like die make like Final Stand videos of catfishing. Or like, yeah, he made like a Discord video or something along like years ago. Wait a minute, wait a minute. This reminds me of a story. Who was that one person in rank who was like a girl selling, but it was a guy, and to get like, the boost rank, who was selling pictures of his girlfriend. I forgot who that was, but me and someone else exposed it.
Show you the true power of a Saiyan.
I legit, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the username, but I remember it was like a girl account on rank with an Android or something, who had like definitely boosted rank because when you fought them, they were trash,
You think you surpassed
or they just ran the whole time. But so yeah, that's like fucked up. Like, for final stand rank, you're really gonna sell out your girlfriend like that? Like that's fucked. Like even for like there is no game, like no nothing that you should do that for. I hope that girlfriend found out. Just dumped his ass. Like that just goes to show, like we have stories of Final Stand, like we have stories, unshared stories. I can, like people say Xenoverse community is whack. We just check out Final Stand. Like I've seen everything in Final Stand besides like the newer stuff. Like all the way from like Namek wasn't even there, all the way to like TAP and shit. I wonder how long I've been recording for. Switch to creator mode. Oh my god. This is over an hour long. I don't know how I'm gonna upload that. Because what I want to do here is not upload it straight to YouTube, because I want to like edit and stuff to make it like a proper video. So yeah, I gotta download this and edit it. So I hope I have enough room in my phone. Yeah, I want to play Fortnite again. But I definitely changed my mind about Fortnite, honestly. Like, I first thought it was, like, trash and stupid. Now that I realize I'm in the minority. Fortnite? Say what you want. It's definitely caught my attention. That's all I'll say.
As a special favor to you,
It turns out, all of these years, I have been the fool. Telling people, nah, I don't play that shit. Nah, that's stupid. I'd rather play Halo. But in Halo, can you play as Naruto and Goku and fuse with a Kamehameha? In an Akatsuki boat. Oh, for real? I want Sheldon Cooper and like the cast from Friends, Adam Sandler. I'm trying to think what other things on top of my head. I gotta sneeze. Ah, crap. Thanks. Oh, I'm getting folded by this Goku Black. Wait, talking about fighters? I prefer Fighters 2. They fix like the way ultimates and stuff work. Because, like, for me, it's like a 50-50 chance if the button comes out or not. I never talked about that earlier, but, like the game, like, Fighters is fun. Like, I have always said I am the worst Fighters player, and I've never said I was good at the game. But it's fun to play. It's just annoying when I click, like, a move, and it doesn't work. And I have a key and stuff. I think Scar showed me like a Vegeta combo. I think Hit is probably like the easiest character to use. I mean, he has like that shotgun. He also has that move that's like, he stands still in aura, and if you click like X or something, it like, he like punches the air and it hits the opponent. And the move like where you stand still, like the floor becomes like glass or whatever. Alright, I have no idea who I'm fighting, but I'm gonna use this funny preset on my Frieza. And I hope he gets mad. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I didn't pick the map. So I have to hope he doesn't kill me right away, because I'm gonna transform. Yeah, I love using presets like this on rank. Just because I love getting the messages. And he should be dead. Oh, close enough. Oh, I wanted to perfect him. That's close enough though. TCS and GTA. TCS and Fortnite. We should do like not a TCS thing, but like a friend group, like all of us in Fortnite with different anime characters.
As a special favor to you.
I think it'd be a fun stream.
I'll kill you slowly.
I think we should all be like Naruto and try to find the One Piece. There's a what? Oh, was that like Final Stand? I think I remember that. I know, like, I had a lot of beef in that field, so I just remember a lot of people. which I think is for the best. Trying to think. We have a My Hero Battle Royale game, a horror Dragon Ball game. That's the sign for Naruto Among Us. You think Bleach is gonna get like a big game this year?
I have no intention of fighting at full power.
Yeah, because like it has to be like very popular and ongoing. Like Hunter x Hunter isn't getting anything.
All Saiyans must die.
Frieza, I will never forgive you.
Remember what? I have a vague idea of how to do that. I'm like a sicko mode match right now. There we go. Actually, I've been recording for a long while. I might end it.
You're no match for me.
I might do one more match. Yeah, I'll do one more. Aiming would probably help. Maybe we're trying to go for a 360 YOLO no scope MLG. Well, if they want to build, there's always Minecraft. I'm gonna use hit just because I want to see if anyone messages me out of anger. I don't reply to any like comments I get in like Xbox, like the whole year trash, get better kid. I think it's funny if you just leave it on red. Cause like on Xbox you get banned for everything. I got banned for telling like a kid to go to Nintendo, get off Xbox. Yeah, I got banned for that. I was playing like Halo, like Warzone or something. This was like, I think, but like even before Final Stand days. I was in Halo, like playing a game. One of my teammates called me trash, so I invited him to like a private lobby, like do 1v1s. And I got banned because after the 1v1s, we just kept messaging each other. I just told him go to Nintendo, okay? Like no one cares. I got banned. Like I got a notification the next day. Wow, people are really be soft. I just realized I did not pick my custom hit, which is fun. Oh my god, they gave Goku Black that move? Wow, I don't care. I'm the one who invented that move, cheese. I mean, he did that against like Caulifla, like in Super Saiyan God. He pointed his gun finger, which I'm surprised they did for a kid show. I mean, Vegeta did the same thing in Z. This guy just hit me with a YOLO. Oh my god, I was just talking about how much better I am than this guy. Oh, that's just sad. I mean, I would have done the same thing he did, random Divine Lasso. So I'm not mad. I think you should do Kamehameha in the sky. Oh. He pulls out a Rasengan. Oh, I don't know if I ever told you this story. Like when the day Fighters came out, like I pre-ordered it and stuff, I went to GameStop, like was online, like to get it. There was like all of these Dragon Ball fans lined up. There was this guy there with a sign. It was years ago, so I kind of forgot it. But he had a sign that said like Naruto was better or something, or it should have been Naruto. And then it was just like this one or two guys, like Naruto fans, in front of the line, screaming like Rasengan and shit. So it's like fan base Kamehameha versus one Rasengan. And then when the doors open, they get the game. They went online, so they wanted the game as well. Oh, and now I'm just like playing on like autopilot. I didn't realize I was back in the lobby. Oh, you should have done Rasengan. Did Fortnite really missed out on that? With Naruto update. I think they should have done like a Genjutsu for the Itachi one. It could work like Shinobi Striker. Or like a Byakugan. Or like the ninja tools like Boruto uses. I would use all of those moves unresponsibly.
Time to make the donuts.
Like, when you gave me a Kamehameha for the first time, the first thing I did was pointed at the sun. I think that cost us the match, but I don't regret that moment. It was a funny bit.
Have you picked a strategy?
I'm just now realizing there's a lot of more Frieza races on rank. Have you seen any like the lobby, like the modded giant Namekians? I want to see that on Xbox. I'm about to get perfected. I might just let it happen just so people can tell him, so this guy can message me confident. That's how much I care about this game, honestly. I'll just let him perfect me if he wants to. I'll just hit him with like this. There we go. I'm gonna get spammed on YouTube now that I'm trash. I don't care though. What will be? I'm trying to think about what will be funny. It's content. I'm gonna limit burst so I don't die right away. Oh, I'm a fool. I thought I had a choice in the matter.
Did I lose?
Yeah, I think I lost. I'm gonna. Yeah, I said I was gonna end this like 10 matches ago. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna say that again 10 more matches from now. Cause usually like when I play Xenoverse or like online games, I only play when I record, unless I'm grinding like Rage or something. Cause like I'm a person, I like to document everything, and like I record with Xbox game clips, so I like to have like 8 at a time. So I can't play more than 8 clips at a time. So I have to get that into a video before I play more. Like I record everything I do pretty much. My PC isn't like, it's pretty old, so it's like laggy. I'm gonna need like an upgrade, but I'm not gonna get like a new PC until this one's like completely dead. Cause like it works, it's just it's not as good as it used to be. What? Well, it's a great run, everybody. I'll see you for Legends 2. I've always said this since UI Goku. Oh my, I hate Bulma so much. I can't hear myself speak with Bulma. Oh my god. Get me into a match, please.
The number of combinations is unreal. Mix and match figures to create your own ultimate team.
Thank you, Bulma. You'll tell me that 10 minutes from now, I'm sure. I forgot what I was gonna say. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, that. I said this when UI Goku came out. I think what they're gonna do soon is make like an EX UI Goku. Like with a picture from the manga. It's like when he's like looks skinnier. Yeah, that like feels like EX worthy of art to me. Yeah, that's something that I don't know if we talked about that or not, but like this future Trunks banner, like the LF Trunks, it's definitely skippable because everyone knows like next month is probably superhero. I can't skip this banner though. So, of course, I get screwed over, but you know, it's fine.
Let me show you true terror.
Oh yeah, that's the one where Xenoverse 2 is getting like superhero stuff. This guy I'm fighting, his name sounds familiar. It's like Zenkai but weird. I'm using a character I've like never used before, and he's using male earthling, so I don't know if he's like letting me win for content as well, but Like something else, I probably mentioned this somewhere. Like I said, like I only play when I record, like especially online. Like I'll go like offline, like do offline stuff, and not record that because like I'm just playing for fun. When I record, I don't try, not so I can say, oh, I don't try. I really don't. I'm just like autopilot when I play and record. Like, I'm just trying to play for content. Like if I was being serious, like I don't want to sweat. That's what I'm trying to say. I used to play this game seriously, and I just don't anymore.
I'll make sure you regret this.
Yeah, fighters is like a real like tournament. Like you get money and shit from them. If I get big on like Twitch or something, I might do my own Xenoverse tournaments. But I'll do like custom rules. Like I'll probably say like hit is banned. Or I'll no. I'll do like stuff where like you can use only cheese. Like the winner is whoever could be the most annoying. Like even if you lose the match. You know what? Speaking of female Molligen with 3 bars. Wait, I don't know if I'm picking the map though. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. This is what I fought Kai with, I think. It's only said that we'll have 2 fights with Kai. If we had more, I can make like a montage. Does he play like PlayStation? I was gonna say, does he still play Xenoverse or Fighters or anything like that? Cause didn't he say he was like on Xenoverse Rank at one time? And I tried to hunt him down. Oh my god, this guy has my counter. Yeah, I can't beat this guy. He has that thing. I don't know, I'm just like kind of playing like weird right now. Like I haven't used this preset in a while, if I'm being honest. It looks that way to me as well. Oh my god, I'm but a fool. He just gets caught by it. Wait a minute, I got something really funny. The orbs still stay. I think that's amazing. Oh. I want to grab him. I can't vanish because I have to do this. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, I think I just screwed up 'cause I'm trying to play normal now. Oh my god, I have that glitch now where my stamina won't. Oh, I'm but a fool. Oh, he's keeping me alive. Alright, he has that weird counter, so I can't like... I need him to use his key. Oh. Alright, he can do that. I mean, he did what I told him to do. He used his key. Well, not everything goes according to plan. Oh my god. I honestly don't know if like anyone watches my streams. If anyone's like, oh, I know who this guy is. I don't know him personally, but like I've seen him rank and stuff. He's at like 4K points. Must be good. I got 2 viewers. I want there to be people in my Twitch chat telling me trash for that. I deserve it. Alright, who am I gonna use? No, I random on Videl, so I have to.
Great Sailwoman is here. Let's do this.
I used to be good with Videl actually, so this is fun. Videl's the only character I haven't bought in fighters, but yet I want Videl. Or what moves does she even have? Does she have like a counter? Is it comeback time? Oh, no, it's not. Perfect time to justice combo though. Oh, never mind. This turned into a Frieza video. Now it's a Videl thing. Makes sense. Who? Sounds familiar. I remember this guy fighting right here. I think I remember his name. He's a cheeser. So, might as well. Skill levels in Final Stand are like anime. It's like I haven't seen it in a while. The Archipelago Mal Earthling, I was right. The thing with Final Stand is like, I'm just trying to think what I want to say. Like, everything was just like infinite loops, so you can't really tell. So it's like one hit and you win. It's not really testing skill. Like, what is this guy's playstyle right here? Wait, how is he healing? It's gotta be like a super soul. He has. No, that's not like him. What the fuck is that? Okay. Or he. Okay. Who? Zeke? Zeke? His like computer is better than him. Did you see that recently? I would just say we should invite him to a game right now. I'm fighting this guy again. I kind of don't want to. I might do, because he's doing Archipelago, so I could do this. Yep. I'm pretty sure they nerf like my set, but it's fine. Oh, I forgot to put like Lovely Psycho on. Let's see what I have. I have some armor boost? Wow, this is weird. Hey, he's coming to me, I think. When me, Adrian's, and Moss do like 3v3s, we always win because they always like protect me because I'm just healing everyone in the back and shit. Oh, this guy's just dancing over there. What's the, oh, he's on Nimbus. I can grab. I got super armor. Yeah, he's healing. I mean, he could do this a whole match. He'd win by like health. I mean, if he wants to do that, where there's a will, there's a way. I mean, this is one way to win. I mean, it's cost the whole timer. And he's like healing as well. This is annoying. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm gonna lower him to stop the Nimbus. Yeah, no, he's pussy. You know what? Armor boost does have his uses. Or not. He's coming to me. Oh my god, damn it. I mean, I guess this is fun for no one, actually. This is fun for the viewer. If I fight this guy again, I honestly don't know what to do against this. Like, I'm not even trying to grab anymore. He's just flipping out. I mean, I guess I don't know what the strategy is here besides like not playing the game. I mean, at that point, why you spend $60? No, this is Universe 2. You spent $60 plus 200 on DLC. I just made up a number on the spot. I think they're trying to go for a record of $1,000. If they have no characters besides like few. If they add Super Saiyan God Trunks as Xenoverse 2, I think that would take away from Xenoverse 3. Oh, because we had to vote for something free. Yeah, you didn't have to have DLC to vote. Like the voting was free. Little did we know we had no choice in the matter.
Greetings.
Isn't the Legend of a Troll just like Xenoverse 1? I mean, that's what. I mean, yeah. All together, that's probably like around 200. So this dude probably spent like $260, let's say, just to have a seizure on a Nimbus. I mean, it's good, it's good. I'm gonna use this. I'm using Urda Scarlet and Dragon Ball. I have an Akame CAC on my other account. I want Jump Force 2 to have more options for like customization. I want to make like more characters. But I don't even know what moves I have on here. I'm gonna let this guy beat me up. Brave Heat, Sword Attack. Okay. What? Oh, wasn't tomorrow you just added Shinobi Striker? I haven't been on Shinobi Striker since Edo Itachi. Because we already paid for him once, so they want us to pay for him twice. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, you don't even know if I don't even know if I unlocked Pain. Oh my god. Yeah, I joined like Shinobi Strikers pretty late though. I'm fighting a guy whose gamer tag is Demon Slayer. He's playing the wrong game. This is not Hinokami Chronicles. The graphics?
Time to make the donuts.
Oh yeah. I think with Dragon Balls like you can fly and stuff. Oh, this mean guy had the same idea.
I'll destroy you.
Oh yeah, like how Kakarot you can just like fight robots all day. I wanna roll up a Muzan. Oh yeah, isn't like Donkey coming out soon? I played a lot of Nezuko. It's got Missouri, that's all I know. On YouTube, like I got recommended a video. It was like a fan animation. A demon called Missouri a Harlot. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds funny. Oh, like don't like say like what happens, but does Giyu ever get like a cool fight, like how Rengoku Tengen had a cool fight? I can't wait for like Giyu to do something good. Like in the first season, he got like swept the whole thing.
Give up. Did I lose?
He's a Gaia? No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to think. The first season was Shinobu Giyu, the next one was Rengoku, and then Tengen. Maybe they're doing like a pattern 2-2-1-1-2.
Before creation comes destruction.
Know what I thought would be cool? If instead of Mugen Train, they made an entertainment arc the movie.
Me, huh? You must be quite confident.
They should just make all of Demon Slayer movies. Kaza? Oh, that's sad. So the Giyu is like pretty low in the tier. But like, does his skill make up for it? There's like skill that makes up for it though, right? Giyu's my favorite character. So with Giyu, I read a little bit of spoilers on accident. Like I don't want to know like the full thing. Like I read somewhere that like his backstory was like him and Sabito were friends, and like Sabito died protecting him in that area. And then like the whole reason in episode 1 where Giyu was like talking about like how the weak have no rights. I thought that was badass how that story progressed. I respect that. It's kind of sad how he's like one of the weakest Hashira though. With that story in mind. I mean, that makes it different because everyone does the same thing. It's boring. It becomes Dragon Ball at that point. Or what if a demon has like thick skin or something and the poison won't reach? But like I'm sure she has like some like skills, you know, like to get out of situations. In the game, she's pretty good though. Oh, he mentioned that in season 2. You know what I want? For Hinokami Chronicles, I want Rage Tanjiro from like the Donkey fight as like a DLC character. But like he has like water and fire with it. Yeah, that was his gimmick in Surge. Like in Surge, he loses health, but he's really OP. That's a really good balance actually. Like the opposite of a demon, like it actually kills him. Do you think Hinokami Chronicles will get like Mitsuri for like a second DLC season? Or like Hinokami Chronicles 2? I have super armor, but I don't care. Who moves on? Why? Why? Is it? I thought he was like strong. How long until that fight? From the anime?
Do you really want me to beat you that badly? I will not hold back, no matter the opponent.
Damn. I mean, it's gonna be going on for like a couple of years then. Why? Damsel Gyu's shows like towards the end. And he does like nothing until then.
I'll show my power beyond that of
Trying to
Super
think.
Game
Yeah,
Boy.
there's a. Isn't season 3 gonna be next year? Because there's already Bleach and My Hero happening this year.
Let's do this.
Bleach is gonna take over Demon Slayer though. I don't know if this is as popular, but like Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest is supposed to be this year. Yeah, me too. I have the manga for the 100 Year Quest, like all the way 1 to 10. I've read like the first 1 or 2 chapters, I mean volumes, but I reread it because I forgot what it's about. All I know is the 100 Year Quest, it's gonna be like as long as the whole Fairy Tail anime was. It's gonna be like One Piece. Alright, this guy I'm fighting is like, I can't tell if he's just good or if I'm just like not that focused right now. Cause I'm just like, I have been on autopilot since I started playing. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 fights this whole session where I've been like trying to win. Zycor. I opened Discord and asked me for my email. I'm gonna close Discord now. Yeah, that's probably a closed Discord moment.
Make me get serious.
I'm gonna like I've done this before like on my other channels. I just kind of forget to do it. I'll put like I'll make a YouTube video for like if people want to join my Discord server. Because the server, like the Xeno gang, like it's like it used to be like a Xeno gang, but it's not really anymore. Hasn't been for years. I thought that was cool when I made it, but I had a voice crack, sorry. I could change the name of the server and whatnot, but I'm just lazy. So I had been making like on the side like a new server for like a YouTube whatever, which is so much work. Yeah, I'm not even gonna limit burst. I don't care about this match. I'm grinding losses right now. Perfection, Super Itachi grind wins. I'm grinding losses. Honestly, like I know these Super Itachi, like his thing is like a troll, like it's not real. Like I know that. Like he's actually bad at the game. Like that's the joke. That he's bad at the game. I like his troll though. I think he should have been more creative with it though. But I will say this, but not to get into this whole like big can of worms, but like he did some pretty fucked up things. I don't know if you heard the when he claimed he was homeless, and then the next day he's like pre-ordered the game or whatever, and like a recording on his PlayStation. I kind of forgot everything that happened there. It was like a while ago, but I remember it was pretty fucked up. Honestly, I don't have PlayStation, so I can't like fight him. If I ever do get PlayStation, I run into him on like online, I probably won't fight him just because I just don't want to deal with the lag. I'll think about it, cause my next goal is like a new Xbox. Oh, isn't like next month I think is the new Pokemon game. I'll put it in both. Oh yeah, and this is like the first game where like you can play the story with friends, like co-op, and you can do any of the gyms you want. I don't know how to stream on Switch, so I don't know if I'm gonna record it.
Here goes. Ultra Instinct!
I just don't have a capture card. I'm fighting this guy again. I'm gonna get destroyed. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream anyway after this. Alright, no problem, man. Talk to you later. I was expecting to get destroyed this match. Oh, he's super armor. I'm a fool. I am just not paying attention to my screen. Okay, yeah, this is probably where I'd die. Nope, maybe not. I have, thing. I have that. I hate UI Goku's dodge, because, like, if I'm dodging and I'm trying to block or move, it won't let me, and I just lose all my stamina because of that. I'm not that good with UI, honestly. I'm just kind of using him just because it's the character I landed on. Oh. I don't have instant rise. Well, he's limit burst, right? Wait, what's his, yeah, he's the instant rise, shit. I was gonna, like, ult. Oh, I have limit burst. Oh, wrong ult. Oh well. I have that problem where, like, try to attack somebody and I miss, and I look, my character goes into this animation. Oh yeah, I'll win. Yeah, what? Oh my god. I still win probably. Yep, I win. Alright, GG's. I'm probably gonna end the thing here. It's like over 2 hours long, I think, so I'm gonna see if I can get the whole thing uploaded into one vid. Alright, don't have an ending, so yep.